Check, check. Is the frequency in the yellow? Check, check. Yeah, it's pretty close to yellow. Okay, almost there. Everything is looking pretty good. I think this is going to be the very first time I get to start one of these things without any technical difficulties. Unbelievable. Whoop. And that's the end of the song, and here we go. Whoa. Hi everyone, it's been a while. Let's check out the chat. Oh, I'm already way behind. So welcome everybody. Oh, it's good to see your smiling digital avatar faces. So hey, Flint, and uh-oh, it's me. Hello. And welcome back, Mario. And howdy, classified information. And I can't read these characters, but you've got a cool robot avatar. And yes, you were early. Good for you. And hello, Minty Snail, and And hey, Terrence, what's up? And welcome back, Cartoon Weirdo. Hello, and Ducky Boos. And Nate Foster, how's everything sounding? I got a thumbs up. I guess he approves. And Ice Cream Hero, hello. And Classified Information says, I'm so excited. Well, I hope this is exciting. I'm just gonna be doing some sketcheroos, some doodles, because I haven't been just trying to get normal work done and haven't had much time to do anything else. And I have one piece of art that I must get done, at least to sketch for now. And so I really want to sketch some Wonder Woman. I just want to do a Wonder Woman t-shirt design, and I have some sketches to do for a commission for a birthday. And that is what I need to get done, and who knows, if I get that done pretty quickly, then I might go loose and crazy and do some requests. We'll see. And Lexi's here. Hi, Lexi. Classified info says it's 3 a.m. in my country now. Well, you're up late. And then Classified says, it's 3 p.m. and I just woke up. Well, that sounds like a nice Saturday. And I'm doing okay, Terrence. How are you? I'm, again, back in the world of sleep deprivation, but yeah. And Lexi is asking for her request. I remember your request. I put it on the list, but this isn't a total request live just yet. I've got some things I need to do. But hope you stick around anyway, because it's always nice to have you. And let's see. Welcome, Venus. And Laura, Shabbat Shalom. And Toborn the Great. That's a cool name. And Beowulf. Welcome, Beowulf. And No Parking Berry, hi! And uh-oh, it's me says, what type of music do you listen to? If that's me, right now I'm still listening to the royalty-free music, but I really like swing, big band swing, and I really wish I could listen to the real stuff, but for now, this is a substitute. Bring the mic a little bit closer. It's sort of in my face now. And if I just scoot in closer, it's hard to draw with this big old dangly mic in front of me, because I feel like I'm wearing an eye patch. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I want to do, oops, I don't need watercolor. First I'm gonna select my favorite drawing implement, not a watercolor. Kyle's Drawing Box Animator Pencil. There we go. I like it because it's got a nice sketchy feel, so I'm just gonna maybe start out with some very rough thumbs, trying to get a great idea for a pose. See if I can get something that has a lot of power, a lot of movement. So I sort of started with that one, but it's just really stagnant. So I want to get a pose where she's sort of like, it looks like she's just like burst out of a big paper bag or something. We'll see if I can achieve that. Probably not, but I've wanted to draw it for a while. Maybe if I raise her up, arms up, it'll feel more blah. Yeah, not getting it. It's okay. Failure is part of the process. Maybe if her hair is more swirly, that'll help create some interest. And Taryn says, are you sure this Wonder Woman isn't from the 2000s Justice League cartoon? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know what she's going to look like. I have my own favorite version of Wonder Woman that isn't really one specific one, but I love any kind of... I love, for some reason, sort of the Greek sandals that end up looking like ballet shoes. I just love it. So every time I draw Wonder Woman, she has the lace-up ballet slippers that I know are supposed to be Greek sandals, but to me they just look like ballet slippers. And I like the 1940s skirt, where it's not really a skirt, but it's kind of like 1940s, 1950s bathing suits, where, you know, like ladies' swimwear goes like this, but back in the day, it had a lip that went down below the hips, and even though it is technically less revealing than showing the hips, I think it is so much sexier to just have that little modesty skirt. So I like it when Wonder Woman has that modesty skirt. And also it's practical. Yeah. With the sandals, that's my I don't know if that's ever been her full costume. It's just like bits and pieces of the costume that I've liked over the years. And as for how to treat the eagle, I don't know. I never liked the eagle coming up in the center because I always think, oh, if I bent over, that would just poke me right in the sternum. That would be really uncomfortable. So I've always liked incorporating the eagle into the sweetheart neckline. Maybe a little bit. It just looks so stabby. I don't know. We'll see. I do really like how she, in the modern designs of the costume, she has the sort of Greek Roman leather strips that hang down. That's really cool. And very practical as well. But I like how it gives the same silhouette as the 1940s bathing suit. So that's all stuff that I like. Oh, hey, Fluffcopter just subscribed. Hey, long time no see for sure. I've been trying to keep head above water. I'm liking my job right now. Nate is mostly on-set stuff, so he's been on hiatus, so I've been going back to full-time hours. And it's kind of hard to explain that to the kids. And I hear the baby go, "Mama, Mama," from downstairs a lot, and it's hard. And I know if I go down there to give her a hug, I won't get back up to the office for an hour. So every day is, kind of feeling torn. But it's still good. I kind of like the way that hair looks. And Terrence says, I've been reading Phil Jimenez's run on Wonder Woman lately. I've never been into the comics. I've totally approached these characters from the animated universe, and I've tried to get into the comics. Just every time I go into the comic shop, I just get so overwhelmed. I'm like, I don't know where to start. And I just end up getting anthologies and graphic novels that look like a concise story. I really liked the Paul Dini series that he did with, who's that painter? Who's that amazing painter? But you know who I mean. The painter man, the comics painter man. He did a whole series with Paul Dini. I know the Superman one was called Peace on Earth, and did with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. I think they did more, but those are the ones that we have, and I really liked them. But they're really small, thin volumes, very digestible. So that's the thing that I wish the comics industry would understand about normies is, if I could be called a normie, is just like it's really, really hard to get into them because you have no idea where to start. And they say, that's why we reboot the universe every couple of years and start at number 1. I'm like, that's not the same. I want to be steeped in the lore of this character. I want to know where they came from. I don't want to just know one version of them. I want to know the whole character. And it's freaking impossible coming on board now. It's freaking impossible. There's just too much stuff. Oh, she looks too happy. This isn't a happy Wonder Woman. But we were really sad when the shutdown happened, and we kept hearing about all of the comic book stores across the country that were closing. We've got an amazing comic book shop called Oxford Comics, and I tried to reach out to them. They're like, what can we do to make sure you guys are okay? Because I would, if they had, maybe they could do like a sidewalk sale, and I would just go in and buy $200 worth of stuff. But drove by the store not too long ago, a few days ago, and they seem to be fine. I really admire good comic book artists. Like, I look at comic book art and I'm just like, geez. Especially ones that really have a great sense of anatomy and can simplify it. is I never liked comic books the way they looked in the 90s, where they were just so veiny and sinewy. I respect the people that draw that way and can do that, because I never could. But there's a lot of artists that seem to have a beautiful visual language where they can imply anatomy so well, but it's not overwhelming to the eye. And if I were more prepared, I'd be able to list you some names. But unfortunately, I'm not prepared. My brain is half asleep still. None of these are good. I don't like any. I found hair that I like, but that is it. And since I do not like them, I am going to minimize them. But I will not erase you. I will not erase you, because you're still important. Because you show me what not to do. Pentamente, the shadow of the line. Let's see, how do I get her to look up more? Draw smaller. Draw smaller. Don't focus on the parts, focus on the whole. This is what this stage is about. Otherwise, I'm going to be here all freaking day and still get nothing done. Push that more. I'm going to draw in terms of volumes. Construct a little more. I still want an S curve in the legs. That's getting closer. That's a better pose. Well, it's still not good, but it's... You see what I mean? It's got, like, action in it. Instead of just like, burp, burp, burp. It's more like, pajam! And that's why I can't be a teacher, because I can't put things into words without sound effects. Like, teacher, can you explain this principle of animation? I'm like, well, you know, instead of it's more like screw. Oh, I totally understand now, thank you. Teacher evaluation uses too many sound effects. A little too heavy on the sound effects. Okay, getting closer. That is funny. Don't let that boob migrate off of her body entirely. The wandering boob. Sounds like a comic strip from the 1930s. Elmer the Wandering Boob. What hijinks will he get up to? With his slingshot. There's something with the arms, though. She doesn't have a neck. That's a problem I always have. When I want to like have the shoulders come up, I just lose the neck entirely. That's better. I'm not gonna shrink you down. I'm gonna keep you around. She looks so angry. I like this cute little face. Maybe I can make this cuter than... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for cute. And you, 1D, I'm gonna shrink you down a little more. I like this. Who's doing this? Fly Guy 5. I like these guys. Let's check out the chat. Oh, we had some new people join us. We've got Win, hello, and Van, Photoshop, yes, and Win, yes, that is Photoshop, uh-oh, it's me. And Van says, Thai, I don't know what that means. Thai, and then YW, oh my gosh. Where can I go to learn the internet? And Mila Hancock says her hips don't lie. And thank you for the pronunciation. I appreciate that. And Ursina Gamer says your drawings are very beautiful. Thank you. And says love your style so much. Elbow cough. Does that mean sarcasm? I'll take it at face value. Thank you. And Classified says adoring the pose on the far right. Yeah, I'm going back to that. Yeah, the swooshy hair. Let me go back to that now. I think I'm pretty close to the bottom of the chat. Let me extend this out. Yeah. And you know, in modern times, they turned her tiara upside down to make it more look like armor, which I think is a really good idea. But I always liked it up because I always liked like her poofy 40s hair victory roll thing she had going on. I guess I tend to enjoy the more vintage designs. I don't know, there's just something about them that's very charming. Now, I wonder if I should draw her in the boots, because they're so much more recognizable than the little dainty lace-up sandals. We'll see. Let's get the pose first, then I can dress her. Ugh. I should know how this works. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I'm humiliating myself. Oh my god. Okay, that's better. Knock all this back because those proportions are too human for my style here. I don't like human proportions. I like cartoon proportions. think I'm getting closer to something that I envision. Something fun, but a little bit dynamic. Maybe arms out. Arms too long or too short? How can her arms be too long and too short at the same time? Head in the game. This is what comes of not doodling for a long time. Oh, my head. So I'm sort of hovering in this space between cartoony and super cartoony. Uh-oh, what you doing? Tali. Just a quick kiss. She knows she's not supposed to come in when I'm live streaming. Okay. Yeah, since this is pretty cartoony, I think I'm gonna shrink her legs down a little more. You know, one thing I don't like about working digitally is that when you erase, you just erase everything. So I like to knock back the eraser a little bit to sort of give the illusion of erasure lines. The Pentamente, ghost of the line. I just like saying that every time. Say it with me. Pentamente, ghost of the line. Her face is weird. And I think I'm getting closer to what I want. And that ear is bizarrely huge. There. Even though I like the original upturned tiara, maybe for this, it just makes sense to have the modern downturned tiara. Isn't it amazing how you have one character who's got so many costume variations, but she's still so recognizable? Like, I can't think of a character as iconic that has had more drastic costume changes. I mean, I know Batman has had a bunch of redesigns, and actually, you know, Spider-Man has had some pretty drastic design changes. Yeah. Well, I guess maybe that's how you know you have an iconic character, is if you can change the costume so drastically, and people are like, yeah, that's totally that character. Okay. So the idea here is that I wanted to do a t-shirt design that said, Hera, give me strength, because that's something. Like, should her hair be more like this? I know, I kind of like the swirling up hair. Hera. And it's on the hair, so that's stupid. Forget I said that. Hera, give me strength. That's my little appeal to the gods on a daily basis. Hera, give me strength. Yeah, I guess those words could fit. Maybe I could do the words coming up from behind her. So this isn't just a character design, this is like a design, which I'm not good at, but I try. I do try. I beg your pardon. Oh, okay, I think I've missed a bit of the chat. Ooh, reached 100 messages in Restream chat. Oh, back when Talia gave me a little kiss. Terrence says, is she doing a Dragon Ball Z pose? Possibly. If it looks like a Dragon Ball Z pose, then it is on the way to success. Just put a double-edged sword. Yeah, wait, so Fluffcopter says, just put a double-edged tiara to get the best of both worlds. I don't know if anyone's done that. How would that look? Ooh, oh, Pescando says, owe you for the last coloring job I did. Oh, you don't owe me anything. You've been very, very generous, but I appreciate it. Thank you. That is very, very kind of you. Here, Wonder Woman with a beauty mark, why not? So that's Wendy with a double-edged tiara, double-sided tiara. I know, I kind of like it. Okay, so I don't really know how to do block letters, so this is just my... That was a cute song. Oh, okay, Nate's gonna take the girls out for a bit. Okay. Let me know if you need anything. So, Nate is very kindly distracting the girls for a while so I can have some doodle time. There we go. That's not bad. Hera. Maybe if I had some stars, some... That is not a star. Whoa. Let me save what I'm doing. I have not saved yet. Okay. We got some more people joining us. Let me welcome Neo Void Chump. Funny name. And welcome Tay. And Classified says, I adore your Wonder Woman costume, especially all of it. I love the sentence you just said. Thank you. And welcome Nuyuther. I definitely mispronounced that. And Gran Sakaweya. And Ewalt said, don't forget to drink enough water. Good point. Everybody, Drink water. Stay hydrated is very important. Aha. And there's Cyborg Wonder Woman in the new Justice League movie. Oh boy, I can't keep up with those. Yeah, and Melokotov Furloni says, say hi to Argentina. And Fluffcopter says, let her join the streams, I say. No, I won't be getting much done. You know, whenever I'm drawing, that's why I have to close the door. She comes in and says, I just want to watch you draw. And I said, okay. So she kind of sidles closer and closer until she's resting her chin on my shoulder and sort of breathing in my ear. What are you doing? Why are you drawing that? Who's that? Where are they going? And I'm like, Mama's gotta draw. You can stay if you're quiet. Okay, I'll be quiet. Who's that? Where are they going? What's this? What's that? It's very endearing. But I have to say, baby, I gotta work. I'm sorry, I can't answer all your questions and work at the same time. And she's okay, that's okay. She's very, very cute, and she loves cartoons. I wonder why. I would just as soon as have her not be an artist, but she's on her way to it. I want her to be something that makes money regularly and steadily. But we cannot choose our passions. And I'll encourage whatever it is she lands on. But, you know, kids, they should be interested in everything, and she's interested in everything. So she's interested in dinosaurs and bugs. And what else does she love? Plants, she loves gardening. Maybe some cursive in here. Oh, she's got to have her lasso, for sure. Give me... How about down here, sort of blockier letters? Like retro-looking letters. Maybe stenciled letters. You know what? I bet I can find a font that could do that. But I should still pencil it in for now. Maybe 1960s looking letters. Or 70s, that like groovy typeface. Strength. Yeah. Groovy strength. That might make a fun t-shirt design. What do you guys think? Somehow, I feel like 1D needs to be bigger. Maybe the stars should be shooting out like that. Like all the stars. Yeah. Maybe these are just one block as well. Yeah, it's not a final design, it's just an idea. Maybe I'll do a couple 1D faces. See if I can get something that does not look too derivative. That's a very pointy chin. Let's not be that pointy. It's impolite to point Wonder Woman's chin. I remember one artist that I really, really enjoy. Because at first I thought it was just Bruce Timm, like retro Bruce Timm. It's Darwin Cook. I'm very sad that he passed away a few years ago. I had not really a chance to meet him, but he was at Dragon Con a few years ago, and I was there too, and I just kept missing him. I should have staked out his booth. Every time I walked by, he wasn't there. I hear he was a bit curmudgeon-y, but that's okay. There are quite a few great artists that I love that are curmudgeons. Well, let me catch up on the chat. I have fallen behind again. Haha. Beowulf says, just had a random thought I'd like to see Samson doing this pose with Wonder Woman. You know, I want to do a mashup of the Holy Trinity of DC and Marvel. Like what it would be like, and I don't know, it amuses me what I think they would all be doing if they got together. I don't know if it would be funny to anybody else, but I think Thor and Wonder Woman, both, as they are both sort of gods, like Wonder Woman, I suppose, could be called a demigod. But I think they would have a lot to talk about. I really like this Wonder Woman face. She feels very 70s to me for some reason. I'm very curious about the new Wonder Woman movie in 1984. I'm hearing mixed things. The trailer looked fun. But there's talk of test screenings that did not go well at all, which is concerning. But I was just always wondering, like, why put her in the 80s? She should be back in the 70s. I would love to see, like, a Wonder Woman that have that theme song. And have that line, in her satin tights, fighting for her rights, which is just the best line of any superhero theme ever. But you know what? I felt that way about the first movie. I was like, why World War I? She's a World War II hero. But they made it work. They made it work. Where I was, in the theater watching it. I wasn't even thinking about it. It just seemed to fit. It made me wonder, like, why aren't more things set during World War I? It was a very interesting time. She looks really Archie Comics here for some reason. I think it's the nose. Pentamente, say it with me. Pentupamente. Oh, back to the chat. Sorry. And, ooh, Nathan Johnson, welcome. And Awo says, what's the spam in the chat? I guess that's all the Argentina stuff. And Nathan says, if you make it available in kids sizes, I'll get one for my daughter. Oh, very cool. I'm pretty sure TeePublic does kids sizes. And Fenrir says, Hera is a jerk. She kind of is a jerk. I guess it depends on what version of her. In Greek mythology, she's not a very nice goddess. And but you know what? If you were married to Zeus, it would turn you crazy too. Okay. I say that a lot. I am sorry. And, oh, welcome, Darren. Sorry late to join. You are never late. You're always right on time. And, Piscondo, back when 10 minutes ago, I gotta catch up to the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Not generosity, being paid for the work that I requested. Well, I appreciate that. You are extraordinarily fair-minded. More than fair. You're super generous. And Pescando goes on to say, I hope you're not sick of Scooby Runner because I'm looking forward to the next TRL stream. Then I am too. I like Scooby Runner. And I wish I could read Cyrillic, but I cannot. But hello and welcome. And Alan, saludos desde Mexico. Saludos amigos. And talking about hydration. And Melo... I'm just gonna call you Melokotov, if that's a reasonable pronunciation. Did you see She-Ra and the Princess of Power? I did not see that. I was never that much into She-Ra. Fluffcopter, talking back when I was talking about my daughter, says, to be fair, I also like dinosaurs and bugs. Yeah, but we had ladybug season here, tons in our backyard, and she went out with her little ladybug holder, and every day she would capture a ladybug, and then they all started laying eggs, so she would find everywhere in our yard where they were laying eggs, and then one time she caught a ladybug, and we always make her release the ladybugs at the end of the day, and by the time she was ready to release the ladybug had started laying eggs in the bug catcher, so we had to leave that out. It was really funny. And I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. Let me know what to call you. Will I color her? Yes, this is going to be a whole big design. And yes, you only need to say things once. Unless I zoom by it. Because I don't look at the chat all the time, so I can actually get some sketching done. Because I can, get all wrapped up in the chat and just eventually never have drawn anything. But I do get to the chat. I take breaks. See, it's hard for me to talk and draw sometimes. I'm still working on that. That is a talent. That I need to work on. And Darren says, speaking of DC Comics, DC Superhero Girls 2019, hopeful that Black Canary and Huntress get brought in, and hopefully they'd set up a Birds of Prey themed episode. That would be really cool. Man, I would love to work on that. And Malokotov says, why do I like music that is vintage? The heart wants what it wants. And Piscando says, geez, will they even do Dragon Con this year? There's not going to be a parade, but as far as I can tell, Dragon Con is still happening. Who knows how? And, Darren says, if this was a print, I'd happily buy one. Then it will be a print, for sure. And what do I prefer, Marvel or DC? I'm an animation person, and there's no holding a candle to the DC animated universe. The shows like Batman the Animated Series, then Superman, Batman Beyond, Justice League. I didn't like Justice League at first, but it really grew on me, and I'm very impressed with the amount of character development they were able to do with so many characters. I'm actually going through Batman Brave and the Bold right now, as I watched a little bit of it back in the day, and remembered hating it at first, but then sort of liking it, and then ending up loving it. And I'm revisiting it right now, and we just finished before that Justice League Action, because I didn't see it when it came out. See, I eventually get to stuff. It just takes a while. And again, with Justice League Action, when it was airing, I watched 1 or 2 episodes and I freaking hated it. But then I gave it another shot and I thought it was pretty fun. I really like what they did with Booster Gold. He became a really fun character. I like it when they make me like characters that I previously did not care about at all. So that's why the original Young Justice was so amazing. It was like, wow, I really care about Robin. I really care about Nightwing. Wow. I care about Aqualad. How do I care so much about Aqualad? And Justice League Action had a couple really good episodes. Not every episode. Same with Brave and the Bold. Not every episode. Some of it was just way too silly. But when stuff got way too silly, they also made sure it was lots of fun. And the other weird thing on Justice League Action, having Constantine on it, that's just not right. It's just not right. And they kept talking about him like he was Constantine, but it's like, he's so benign on this show, because they can't make him Constantine. But they all refer to him like a hobo and everything. It's like, he looks fine. So I don't think Constantine worked on that show. But a lot of stuff did work and was very entertaining. Like Booster Gold. And Firestorm. Like, I've never cared about Firestorm. But on Justice League Action, he was actually funny. you know, they border, like those fast-talking teenage superheroes tend to border on annoying, but I thought Firestorm was handled really, really well. But what do you think? And I need to finish the chat. And, oh, Maloko Toff says, Pescando, you are a bad person. I hope that was dripping with sarcasm. I'm sure it was. And Wonder Woman 84 sucked. You saw it already? It's not out. Is it? I'm behind the times. Did anyone see green eggs and jam? I think you mean ham. Unless there's a parody that I'm not aware of. There's something called Death Battle of Wonder Woman versus She-Ra. Oh my gosh. Ooh. There's so much stuff. And have I seen Wakfu? No, but I've drawn the characters a lot. They come up a lot in the Total Request live chats. And I don't think I've failed horribly on them. And do I speak Spanish? I do not speak Spanish, but I know a few words. I wish I spoke Spanish, and French, and Russian. And Solomon, hello, says, honestly really want to see Ambush Bug get a cameo in DC Superhero Girls. Ambush Bug, is that from like the world that Forager is from? And like the New Gods? Another thing I liked about Brave and the Bold was just how deep they went with just the characters that they sourced. Just really, really deep. I mean, Kite Man, Crazy Quilt, awesome. And making, I don't know, is it canon that Plastic Man was one of Kite Man's henchmen? I just never knew that. That's pretty cool, if it's true. Okay, so let's see if I can clean this up a little bit. And I gotta get to the bottom of the chat. And Pescando says, Justice League really hit its stride with the Justice Lords episode. Oh, I loved the Justice Lords. Just that, because it's not just kick punch boom explosion. It's actually thinking about the characters and consequences of their choices, and they have so much respect for what the characters represent and who they are as individuals. The Justice Lords was amazing. It's such a good episode. Yeah. And Carlos says, love your drawing style. And saludos desde El Salvador. Well, muchas gracias. I appreciate it very much. And Pescando says, hope Darkseid is done right. Probably in one of those 1,000 DC animated movies. Oh, that's cute. Darkseid's mom is involved? Hegra? Oh boy. Oh, that's right, Darkseid does have a mom. The whole New Gods and Apocalypse stuff is just, people who love it, like, they really love it, but for some reason, if they can't sell it to me in the animated universe, that they've already done it so many times, and I've just, like, it's just too much. There's none of the characters seem like they have any character. Orion doesn't interest me, and what's his name? The escape artist, Scott Free, and Big Barda. They're a little bit interesting because of their story, but they're the only ones, and I'm sure it's good if I did the homework, but there's a lot of homework that I need to do. Ambush Bug is from between the canon and non-canon worlds. Oh, he's the continuity keeper. Interesting. Oh, hey, Cassidy. When did you show up? Oh, no. Cassidy, you do great stuff. And let's see. Justice Lord's episode's so neat because it set the tone for so many plots down the road. Yeah, it really did. Really great stuff. And Joker will be played by Jared once more. Oh, I can't keep track of the conversation. Batman Metal, the Batman who laughs. Ooh, that's creepy. And Anonymous, welcome. Don't let the chat distract you and focus on drawing. It's the main event of this conglomeration. That's true. That's true. That's the whole thing. So I'll get back to work. I just don't want to, if somebody's trying to ask a question, I don't want to miss that and have people think that I don't care about the chat, because I do care about the chat. Maybe I should be like, okay guys, if you have a question, I'm about to look up in a minute, so if you have a question, post it. No. That sounds real lame. So I'll probably end up doing it. I'm good at doing lame stuff. I already don't like this face. Ugh. It's very frustrating because I'm not good at doing solid construction. So every time I focus on trying to get that really solid, get the drawing solid, I just end up losing everything that I like about the original really flat, crappy drawing. Well, maybe I shouldn't overthink it. If it works for me, it works for me. Let's turn that tiara upside down. Nope. Not liking this. Let's turn that erase back on 100%. Oh, this is just the least interesting part of the process. The cleanup. I am just not a cleanup person. Okay, I think I got it. Oops. Aww. Nate and the girls got some popsicles. That's a picture that is going on the wall. There. Oh my gosh, I think I actually got something done that I liked. Not so good. I'll leave that for the end. Let's focus on the big shapes for now. Give her the bathing suit. 1950s bathing suit. Modesty legs that I like. What do you guys think? Do you like the more recognizable boots, or should I give her the lace up? Yeah, I'm leaning towards the boots. What do you guys think? Yeah. Holy cow! Hey, Zoki! Joker Batman is quite creepy, but you think I could make him look adorable. I have not seen The Batman Who Laughs. What is it? Is it a graphic novel, or is it a thing that is animated? Is it a thing, animated thing? I gotta look that up. Boots all the way. Got it. Boots, 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 boots. Who is this Zoki? Alright, do you want us to refer to you to... Oh my gosh. How is it possible that I still don't know how to pronounce your last name? Voyage? Gvoyage? Is that close? I've only known you for 15... Oh my gosh, when did I graduate? 15 years? still don't know how to say your last name. He's a character in the comics. Oh boy, but which comic? You missed my spiel at the beginning where I was like, I'm too normal for comics. I don't know where to start. Now, I would not call myself normal in any other context. But when it comes to digesting the comics, I just literally have no idea where to begin. And I've tried getting it's just very expensive. And I would rather just have people tell me cool stuff is going on. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on now. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Gavoyage. That's what I said, isn't it, Zoran? It's what I said. Also, I feel, now that you're here, I feel like I've been caught with my hand in the cookie jar. Because I do have some time right now, but instead of working on the super secret... Oh, her hand is so tiny. That is not a real hand. Instead of working on her super secret Marvel project collaboration, I'm just sketching for fun. That's a terrible hand, too. I think my guilt is making me draw worse. I'm gonna move over here now. And you do whatever makes you happy, my dear. Everything makes me miserable, Zoran. You know this. I'm so unhappy. Because there's so much that I want to do. But life is finite. The hours in the day are finite. So even if I spend my time doing something that I want to do, at the end of the day, I'm like, but look at all the things I didn't do. Like right now, Nick just sent me this adorable picture of the girls eating popsicles. I'm like, why aren't I with them? Why am I drawing indoors on a beautiful day? Ugh. But I've been wanting to draw for such a long time. And also, artist anatomy tip, humans have 4 fingers and a thumb. I have to remind myself of this very often. Okay. Listen, hand, I don't like you and you don't like me, but I'm gonna draw you. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna be freaking great. See, I'm glad we had this little chat. And Pescando says, I'll send you the tweet with a money shot of all the Batman metal characters. That's all you need. Do it. Do it. And Zoran says, no guilt needed. I don't have guilt because I need it. It just happens. I'm very, very... It's just... How can I be so... I'm a positive person. I really am. So I'm always just dissatisfied, though, because of how much there is that I love. Because I just can't... I don't have enough time to see all the things that I love and to draw all the things that I love. It is very... And then I end up sounding so bitter and angry. And I'm like, but I'm really quite happy. Because every time I talk to Zoran, I swear, I spend 45 minutes just complaining about stuff. I don't know if he ever gets a word in. And then I have to stop and I'm like, wait a second, I'm a happy person. Why am I just complaining and complaining? I have to remind myself. Maybe I'm not a happy person. All this time I've been under the delusion that I'm optimistic. That's a rude awakening. Oh my gosh. I'm mad. I think, mostly, I just am tired. Very sleepy. Very, very sleepy. Does she have a star on her belt? I can't remember. I'm going to do a real quick search for Wonder Woman and see all the little details that I can't quite remember. Yeah, let's go with the classic. Have that curve around a little bit to suggest a little bit of form. I can do that once in a while. Okay, it doesn't look like she's got a star there, but I did remember right that it bloops up like that. And yeah, it does have that little thing in the middle. The thing that goes... Oh, some dude donated $2 through Super Chat. John looks good. Hope you're doing well. Well, I appreciate that. That is very generous of you. I'm not even asking for stuff right now. I'm just gonna say, some dude. You're some dude. And let's see. Oh, and Beaver says I have to get this shirt for my sister for her birthday. That would be cool. Hope she likes it. Four Fingers Heresy. Lies. Phalange-based lies. And that is... I want to put that on a shirt, even though nobody would understand what it means. And I would probably forget. Like sausage fingers. Wow, a lot of finger-based humor. And Daisy Wisp, cool name. Says most of the time the characters I draw are four-fingered. Yep, that's how you know you're a toony person. You're a cartoon person if the natural state of things is four fingers. I'm going to do my own kind of version. So I want it to taper a little bit. I'm feeling like, for some reason, this leg isn't big enough. Let's see if I can tidy up the hair a little bit. It seems a little too wild. I think I lost just the simplicity of the shape. Yeah, that was the first shape right there. I think I added a few too many nodule-y things. But now her hair doesn't look as full. Yeah, I don't need to put a break in her hair down here. Makes more sense up here. I kind of like this. And Katharani said, hey, and had to go. If you're still here, nice to see you. And Terrence says she does not have a star on her belt. Thank you. I should have looked at my chat immediately. And Fran Momberg says, hi. How are you doing on the quarantine? What's my motivation? Oh, I lost my job. I'm working on some illustrations. I'm sorry. Sometimes I feel a little low. I'm really sorry to hear that. It's been rough. Like my husband, I've been trying to ease up on animation work and sort of, focus on the kids. But, the quarantine happened. My husband lost his job, but, we're freelancers, so that's like, all right, where's the next one? But production on everything stopped. Live action stuff stopped for a while, so I was seeking more animation work, so I'm the breadwinner for the time being. And, another reason I wanted to stop working was so I could do original stuff on my own time. So now I'm staying up to get my money work done. But that's not about me. It's about staying motivated. You have to look at every situation is an opportunity. Like you said, you lost your job, but you're working on your animation and your illustration. It sounds like that is what you want to do. And you've just got to find something that... it's so hard. You just got to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. And fill your life with enough stuff that keeps you excited. I know sometimes when I have an idea of my own for a project or something, I literally can't sleep because I'm thinking about it all the time. And the only way I can get peace is if I finish it. And that Super Secret Avengers thing is like that. I think about it all the time. But I'm not sleeping for other reasons now. But all I can say is my heart goes out to you. It's really rough, and I hope things start looking up. And at least when it comes to live action production work, things are going to start picking up soon. Somebody reached out to Nate for like a quick little job, but that means something's happening. And once things, just bumped the mic, sorry. Once things start picking up a little bit, I think it's going to snowball, because like if you have one business on a street that opens, all the other businesses are like, hey, wait a minute, they're open, let's why can't we open? And then everyone starts trying to keep up. So I'm hoping that's what happens, and that things start... We need some good news. I know. But there's some indications to plant some little flags of hope that things are going to start picking up. And until then, you do what you must do in order to stay surviving. Don't let yourself get in a funk. And you know what? We all had to change our behaviors really drastically these last few months now. And you know, a lot of people were talking about it's a chance to exercise and learn to cook and eat right and learn a language, and that can be overwhelming in and of itself, and also really annoying for people who are, you know, having trouble, and then you look online and see everybody who's like, oh, I have a six-pack and I speak Francais now. But you know, it's not wrong. You know, it is, having time is opportunity to do more and work on stuff that you've just never had time to do before. Just, yeah, stay healthy. Don't take your health for granted. And, I don't know, you know yourself better than I do. You know yourself better than anybody. You can tell when you're on a healthy trajectory or not. So, I think I fixed her hair. I like that better. It has more form to it. Maybe it's got too much form. I think it's got too much form. I think I liked it when it had a couple breaks in there. Boy, I just talked a lot. I tend to talk a lot when I'm nervous. I'm not good at giving big pieces of good advice. I can give small pieces of reasonable advice, like drink water. This is good advice. So yeah. And it's people in the chat saying, hope things look better soon. Yeah. Oh, Zoran, can I not call you Zoki anymore? So, when did you change your name? I thought it was always like your nickname. So I will call you Sir Zokes a lot from now on, as a compromise. Oh, hang in there, Fran. Yeah. Oh, and Piscondo talking about Zoran's videos. By the way, if anyone has not checked out Low Carb Comedy, Zoran Gvojic, his videos are so hysterically funny. I think you sort of predated internet humor, Zoran. Because like a trip to the movies, like there's a lot of stuff on the internet like that now, but at the time, I don't know. Is that online yet? Is a trip to the movies online? It should be. Now is the time. And, Piscondo, I didn't mean to make it sound like we were struggling. I've got work. We're fine. It's just, like, we're both, Nate losing his job, it ended, just like a few weeks earlier than expected because we're both freelancers, so every job is finite. But we are hoping for another one to come along that's been on the horizon for a while, so fingers crossed. And Piscondo says, interestingly, Atlanta and Georgia took the brave initial first step. I call it the Indiana Jones leap of faith. Yeah, it seemed like a big deal at the time, but it was like just a couple days before other places started opening up. It was just so weird to see Georgia in the national news so much. And after a week or so, everybody else was opening up to the same extent. So it was just kind of funny. It seems like a year ago, though. Oh my God. Just why is everything happening so fast now? I feel like we've lived 10 years in this span of 6 months. I think I've gone gray a little bit. When I actually do go gray, I'm going to dye my hair and just leave a shock of it in front and just pretend to always be in cosplay mode. I want to be one of those cool older ladies that has just like a streak of gray and like super cool red glasses. I'll have to pierce my ears though and wear like really big earrings. I will be a different person entirely. When I hit 50, I'm gonna all of a sudden care about clothes. Okay, I'm just futzing around with this hair. I don't know if there's anything I can do to make this feel better. Maybe I did want a break in there. What is wrong with me? I can't decide if I want hair breaks or not. Ugh. I think that helps a little bit, though. Yeah, I think it does help. That does help. That's crazy awful. Oh my heavens, why did I do that? Ugh. I really hope I haven't been drawing for 2 hours and this is all I have to show for it. Okay, what I think I'm going to do for now, I'm going to put a pin in this. I'm going to work on something else for a little bit. And come back. And Kazim Jafar says, I'm going to drop this like and fly off. Okay. Thank you. And Anonymous says, nobody is expecting you to life coach, don't get so nervous. It's just my nature. Yeah. Yeah, Piscando, the rogue look. And Ross says, yellow clothes. Yeah, that would be fun. Like, I just walk around, like, with rogue hair and just wear, like, a yellow jumpsuit and a bomber jacket. That would be fun. I like this idea. Okay, putting a pin in that. Alright, so I've got 1D pretty set. I have, I don't usually take commissions, but this guy was very sweet and he wanted a present for his girlfriend or fiance. And I have a soft spot for thoughtful boyfriends. And he wants his lady drawn in a cute cartoon style. And he liked this one. And this one. And I'm just gonna do some sketches to get that going. I'm gonna put 1D back in here. 1D design. And I'm going to be respectful and not show the ref that I'm working from. I have to say that out loud so I don't forget and just drag it in. So she's super cute and I will draw her as such. She's got not that wide of a face, but a pretty round face. And a really cute dress that I like and I want to know where she got it. You know, I need to start smalling it again. Hey, deselect. And this is something that cursed me for years, in my early years, where there would be sometimes I just could not make a stroke in Photoshop. And it turns out that I had like a tiny nugget of a pixel selected that I couldn't see. So yeah, that's my Photoshop tip for the day. If you're trying to draw and it's not working, just do a deselect. That is advice to myself from 15 years ago. Hopefully that will make its way through the space-time continuum and save me some frustration back in 2003. Don't do the math. I know for a fact it's wrong. I wonder if she wants her purse in there. It's so cute. Her purse strap matches her shoes. I have admiration for girls who can do that and a lot of frustration because I've never been able to do that unless I just dress in all black. Okay, this is not good, but I will put it to the side. Right now, I'm just working on the pose. Make sure I have something worth building off of. Let's make the head bigger, cuter, cartoonier proportions. Draw the dress like it's an asymmetrical hem, it looks like. Oh. Nate is the best. He knows I get a little bit frantic about the girls, so he just says, "We're fine, take your time." Also terrible. Now how do I draw a caricature? I don't look at the reference. This asymmetrical hem is confounding me. Shouldn't, though. I don't know if that's a successful one, but it's at least a drawing. Okay. To remind me of my failures, I will keep you here. I shall not delete you. Cha-cha-cha. Always drawing too big. Cha-cha-cha. I've heard these before. Do for me and me for you alone. No friends or relations on weekend vacations. This is T for 2. This is exactly the chord progression for T for 2. I know I've heard this before. And I will wake and start to bake a sugar cake for you to take, for all the boys to see. A cha-cha-cha. And I don't even like Tea for Two all that much. It's an okay song, but it's not nearly one of my favorites. Yeah, she looks like she has to use the bathroom. Okay, sorry I'm getting a little quiet. I'm trying to turn down the suck. And it's just terrible. Just I can't hear anything over the sound of my drawing sucking so hard. All right. Okay, I don't like that one. This was supposed to be easy. Ugh. It's never easy. Don't let nobody tell you anything is ever easy. Ever. Okay. Viscondo says you like the 1950s spy movie sound vibe, and the heroes entering a smoke-filled, seedy tropical bar at night. That is a place I would like to be, for sure. And Ross said, the girls' staff of McDonald's. Here. I like kicky little legs. Kick up that foot. I feel like I'm channeling Shane Glines here. Have her hands behind her back here. I think I've got something close. Let's turn down the opacity. Here, now I can figure out how to make this asymmetrical hem work. That is too much downturned opacity. There we go. Okay, so how to do these neat little folds. Kind of like that purse being in there. to work out these shoes a little bit. Let me knock this back some more and start drawing on top, because I think I've got a pose. I think I've got a pose. I thought I did. Now I don't know. I'll just have to go with it. See what comes up. It's amazing how different lighting. It's amazing what different lighting does to the human face. If you ever... Well, that's not working. If you ever look in the mirror and you think, oh my gosh, I am a hideous monster beast, just change the lighting. I think Marlene Dietrich was so obsessed with her lighting that she worked with the same lighter for all of her films. Like, she hired him to light her on all of her films. She wouldn't let the studio put anyone else there. Because there's like, he knows how to light me. I want to be alone. No, wait, that's Garbo. Never mind, I'm garbling everything here. Garboling. Okay. That is my transition word for I'm about to look at the chat again. Here we go. Looks like there hasn't been too much chit-chattery, so I can catch up real quick. Welcome, Liston Lewis. You are not late at all. And Photonegative Moki says Doodle Bob. Doodle Bob. I agree. And... please, is Doodle Bob a person? I'm not sure. I don't like you, you rat. Get out of this live chat. Oh, did I miss something? Oh well. And Piscando says you can get the same vibe at Trader Vic's, but you already knew that, didn't you, Joe? Oh, I haven't been to Trader Vic's in forever. I love Trader Vic's. I remember I went to one, the last time I was there was years ago. I think it was during a Dragon Con. And Big Mike was performing, like his Elvis set. It was a lot of fun. Ugh. Yeah, Trader Vic's is the closest thing to a nightclub the way I imagined nightclubs would be as a kid, growing up watching old movies and I Love Lucy. Like, if I ever come into an obscene amount of wealth, I'm gonna open the Tropicana. It will be a nightclub restaurant with a gigantic bandstand and a floor show Every night we will make no money, but I won't care. It will be just for me and the 12 other people in this country that would have a great time there. And we'll recreate all the stuff, all the famous ones from I Love Lucy. We'll do Cube and Pete. Oh, but I want to be Lucy. I want to be Sally Sweet. It'll be 100% a vanity project. Every so often. Oh, that would be such a great idea, though. It would have the normal floor show, but like I'm the owner. But every so often, I'll just replace one of the girls and be just terrible, and we'll just wave it off as like, oh, that's just her, ode to Lucille Ball and I Love Lucy. Don't worry about it. Just let her have fun. Oh, I love this idea. Would anyone like to throw an obscene amount of wealth my way so I can make this happen? You know, all those stories about people winning the lottery and then their lives torpedo out of control. I bet none of them tried to recreate the Club Tropicana Tropicana Club Babaloo from I Love Lucy. I bet none of them tried that. That might be the key. It might be the key difference between all the normal lottery winners and myself. And we'll only know for sure if we try. I wonder if anybody knows what I'm talking about. And D.A. Motoneko says, what is the drawing today? I am drawing a commission. And normally I don't do commissions, but this person was very sweet. And very, very sweet. And this is a present for his girlfriend. And I'm just like, ooh. Also, wouldn't say no to some extra cash. So all of the moving parts were in place. As normally I don't like doing commissions because you can sort of get bogged down in them, and somehow it's just my biggest nightmare that I do a commission for somebody and they're like, oh, okay. Somehow just the thought of that is so terrifying that I just as soon not do commissions. These eyes don't look too much like her. I want to give her smilier, brighter eyes. Open that up a little bit. Yeah, that's more like it. I think her hair's too long. Let's shorten that up a little bit. It's not really sawed off on the bottom either. It doesn't really dip in. That's pretty good. Her hair is a lot closer cropped. Not cropped, but it doesn't woof up like that. I liked it better the way it was before, but it just didn't look like her. Her eyes should be a little bitty bit closer together. Just a little bit. And that way, also, her hair won't obscure most of her eye. That's better. I think, I hope. I hope. Ugh, losing it a bit. Let's talk about these arms and how they are not correct at all. There we go. That's where the elbow would be. If I'm not too terribly mistaken. But I have this loose quality in the legs that I kind of like. I don't usually do this, but if I want to be like Shane Glines, I gotta learn to be looser, man. I've only been copying him since college. I hate shoes. Actually, I really do hate shoes. I was trying to buy a pair of shoes that was on clearance. Then you have a code for 50% off all clearance. And the code didn't work. So I hate shoes right now. But I was only going to buy the shoes because they were so cheap. And since the code didn't work, I was like, you just lost a customer. Good day! And she's not terribly hippie, so let's bring that down. You know what? I want to do another version where her hands are on her hips. More like the ref. There we go. Oh, okay. That's a hand I can write home about. Nope, no anatomy. No anatomy today. Maybe just a little bit. I think that arm needs to come down. I don't like that. Oh, I was so proud of that hand for a minute. Okay, let's bring this down. Maybe I'll like that a little bit better. Such a cheatin' cheater. I'm cheating with Photoshop transform tool. Instead of drawing out again. Oh, okay, I like that one hand down. That's kind of cool. Okay, I think I've got something I can reasonably send. Yep. Digging it. Let's have the hair rest on the shoulders and get folded back. point getting bogged down in this again. Oh, I had it. Why did I mess with it some more? Like, no, I can make this better, faster, stronger. Sometimes things in reality have to be cheated to make sense as a drawing. And I had it. I need to redo this. You're gonna make sense. You have no choice. You're gonna make sense. You asymmetrical hem. Ooh, sounds like an insult. Get away from me, you asymmetrical hem. You asymmetrical hemline with no pockets. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, all I needed to do was heap some insults on it and it worked. Life lesson. Okay. Well, I think I've got something that I'm ready to send. Let's check out the oh, thank you. Oh, and Motoneko says Doodle Bob is the sketch version of SpongeBob. Oh, I am... Oh, okay. Motoneko says, at least you're garbling better than me. Oh, okay. And yeah, I was quiet for a little bit. Sorry about that. I'll catch up now. And Onajiri, I hope I pronounced that right, says this was a nice stream to paint to. Well, I'm glad we were simultaneously creating an art piece. And Liston says, how about drawing Lola Bunny? Or Voodoo Bunny? I think Lola Bunny is on my request list. So for the next Total Request Live. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the next Total Request Live. I'll do a golden ticket and put Lola on that and let people vote. Underjeer says, between Joanna and Chris Sanders, my love of beautiful curvature is sated. Sobs. Well, thank you. And... ah, hello, Mexican gamer. Bienvenidos. Yeah, Anonymous says, amazing how much the just changing the arms gives so much more sass. I agree. I like that one too. And Rosie Hart says, love your art style. Any tips? I get to practice, but anything to get better at, like hair or anything. Art is very hard. It is very hard. And my only advice would be just to keep at it. It takes a long time. It just takes a long time of doing and doing and doing. And just, I guess one tip is to not erase your lines, just keep drawing over them. Pentamente, shadow of the line. Say it with me. Pentamente, shadow of the line. Always know where you came from, know your line history, so that it helps guide you to make different and better, hopefully, choices. So I'm going to save this out. And just for clarity's sake, I'll do 1 and 2. Quick. Birthday commission version 1. And now, hopefully I've had some time away from Wonder Woman. I can figure out. Now, looking at her, I feel like her entire lower half is way too small. So I'm going to enlarge and lengthen. I'm a cheating using the transform tool. Yeah, that looks to have a bit more proportional goodness to it. I don't know, words. Okay, let me knock this out of the way and just look at that hair some more. Let's make this a stronger shape. And do hair breaks a little differently. Not be so much concerned with volume at this point. Like the higher up I get is gonna be more. This needs to be longer. This is a longer hair break. Let's see if that fixes. That's not really a break anymore. The thing is, I just need to make the breaks themselves look interesting. Less Tim Burton-y. Maybe I should do more Tim Burton-y. I don't like that. No, 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 no. Okay. Her hair is just getting way too long. Yeah, I just need to scooch that in. I'm probably destroying any goodness that I had in here. See, just getting bogged down again, but I feel like if I massage this enough, I'm gonna get to a place that I like, and it'll be worth it eventually. Isn't that the dream of every artist? Eventually all the frustration and self-doubt and self-loathing and self-flagellation is going to be worth it. Okay. I have something I love and something I hate. Let's figure out how to fix this, but good. I think I'm onto something. Or not. Who knew that just trying to make a shape interesting would be so flipping rough? I think it's because it's not looking like it's tapering out at the end. It just looks too much like an amorphous blob, not like the hair being flapped. I'll get there. I'll get there. Ah! I found something that I liked. This little thing. I like it. I like it. The thick curly Q. That's where I'm going with this. That's very 70s. So it sort of fits in with my theme, with my design theme. I knew I'd find something. I knew I'd find something to like eventually. Now, yeah. Okay, that's a shape I can get behind. Then I can have a little bit of structure up here and then let it breeze out into just a flat shape up there. That's what I was going for. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to ruin this shape. I worked so hard to find it. I don't want to just give it up. Maybe that's enough. There. I can work with that. I can work with that. Okay. Now I will look at the chat. Again, Anonymous says, oh no, back to the hair problems. And Magnus says, sorry I'm late. I was cleaning my room. Always a good thing to clean one's room. And Beck says, YouTube, when a YouTuber starts streaming, I want a damn notification. I know, I think the way it works now is you have to subscribe and hit the bell twice to be notified of things. I don't know, it's like a weird secret handshake you have to do with YouTube in order to actually get notifications. What a ham? Probably. And let's go back down. And DM Otoneko was like, who are you guys' favorite and least favorite heroes? And the chat was a little bit quiet. And Ice Cream Hero says, our favorite superheroes are Powerpuff Girls. Nice. Interesting you put Powerpuff Girls above Spider-Man, since they are a group, but that's okay. Technicality. Spider-Man, you know what, even though I like DC, I really like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is just a lot of fun. So, should I ink her? Or should this be graphic? I'll give her a shot with inking, because if this is going to look kind of 1970s, she should probably have a nice thick outline. You know what? I'm going to let this rest for a little bit, and I'm going to work on the design here. Because every time, here's another art tip. If you are not sure if what you have drawn is good or bad, let it sit, take your eyes off of it for a while, work on something else, and come back to it. Because the best things are when I can let stuff rest overnight. And then I see all the mistakes from the previous day. Sometimes that is not possible. Oh, I just saw a lot of chat. But yeah, it's like a good turkey. After you take it out of the oven, you gotta let it rest before you tear into it. Okay, so let's see if I can do this lettering the way I want it. There's probably a typeface that would suffice here, but I just don't feel like looking. I hate looking for fonts, because you always have to settle. You can never find exactly what you like, unless you're doing a very direct parody of something and you need a look-alike font. Oh, you know what? Why am I drawing this? I should at least map this out to be... Where's the pen? There's the pen. I will make this a for real shape. Whoa. And I will create there we go. I will keep knocking this back and knocking it back. You know what? Put that on a clean layer. There we go. There we go. Much better. Just want these vertices to go away. Come on. Why was I doing so much better when this was just freehand? Now, if I was really serious about this, I should like figure out how to 3D model this. Because this isn't looking great. Okay, how do I get rid of this stupid pen thing? That R is sort of right in the center, so it's not looking as strong as the others. No, I will not sing like a chicken. I'm so sorry. I'm not alone here. I have to remember that. If I ever start singing like a chicken, you just holler at me. I'm not a chicken. Why would I sing like a chicken? La 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 la. Okay. That's not looking like I want it. Oh, darn. I just have to try to find something, as I can't draw text worth a crap. Let's find something. A body, condensed. I want something strong and simple. Yeah, does anybody happen to know if there's some sort of thing I can just type it in and it'll make the text that I want? Because this is just not what I want. Magical mystery tour, eh? I'll save you for later. This is pretty good. For the give me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll save that for later. Boom. Strength, let me see. What does Magical Mystery Tour look like? Maybe not. But that give me is pretty good. Let's go back to Hera. That's good too. Got some things to consider for strength. Ooh. Wide Latin. That's pretty neat. That's good. Trebuchet, but I want it thicker. Like a thicker trebuchet. Stone sands. Yeah. Fisheye is... yeah. Arch. Shell bulge. What could anyone possibly need that for? Wave, fisheye, inflate. I don't want to inflate that. Oh, let's look at the chat because I see it moving. Somebody's going to jail? A 10-hour version of the opera I'm Not a Chicken featuring Joanna Davidovich should be a thing. Hey, let's make it happen. And I should sing the entire chicken song. Well, at first I'd have to compose the entire I'm Not a Chicken song. And Odd Hedgeman says, what is this I'm working on? I'm working on a t-shirt design featuring Wonder Woman. And Ice Cream Hero has to mow the lawn, have a good time, show that lawn whose boss says is not a mouse. That's funny. I think I've got something. Can I combine this a little bit? Darn it. Do 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 do. By George, I've got it. This is what I'm trying to... If I have the letters, then I can draw those lines, those disappearing lines. So this is going to be Hera group. Have them all coming to the single vanishing point right behind her. I might cheat it just a tad, just to make sure it all looks nice and chunky. And D.A. Motoneko says, I said my gruesome thoughts can't become a reality or I'd go to jail. Specifically, I wish someone would get hurt. Oh, but unless fate does me a favor, it's not going to happen. Well then. I hope nobody gets hurt. And including you. And welcome, Andy. The music kind of sounds like Lexi and Lottie, twin detectives. I like detective music. Anonymous says, seeing me having to rely on text shaping tools gives me hope. Ugh. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm glad I could show you how awful I am with certain things. Do 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 do. still wish there was some other way to make this feel more precise. Not totally. It's just not being aces here. It just see how this is looking. Let me fill her up in the back. Maybe. Yeah, I definitely am not a graphic designer. But it's something I'd like to get better at, so yeah, it's just like with any kind of art, just gotta keep trying. Until you get something that bound to get better. Nobody gets worse with practice, that's for sure. Oh, look, all these different characters. Strength. Now, I had so many fonts I downloaded from all over. And I just don't see any of them, like really interesting ones. Balcony Angels. Black Oak. This is not interesting. I can feel how not interesting this is. Brutality. Brutality. Extra brutality. I'll just put this all in Helvetica and call it a day. Crown title. I want this to look 1970s. There's like a specific 1970s sort of type that I'm looking for. Not that. Not that. What? doesn't look like it's supposed to be that way. Ginchiest. Those are okay, but they're just too much. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pick something and go back to inking. Really want that 1970s. Sorry, Mike. Keep hitting you. I feel like I'm getting close. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is so boring. Oh, what can I do to make it less boring? Just pick one. Pick one. But I can't pick one. I feel like this is very important for some reason. Just pick one. Quiet, Gollum. Just pick it. Okay, I just picked it. It's not good. Magical Mystery. Let's just see what this looks like as Magical Mystery. As a big boo-boo I know is to use too many different fonts. Don't flip out on me. There. Now let's see. Turn all that off. Let's turn this on and just see how far I've come. Like, I can sort of sketch out the kind of type that I want, but I can't find it. Well, crap, maybe I should just ink what I had. It's kind of wonky, but the 70s were kind of wonky. Because that just looks so rigid. Let's see, one little thing. If I just shrink down the height of this. I think I like that better. Okay, so let's get back to the art and see what I can do here. Let's blow up this a little bit because I can always shrink it down later. I guess that's another tip from inking. I always like to ink and then shrink it down a little bit. Like ink at really high res and then shrink it down. I mean, I guess that's how they did comics forever ago. The artboard was huge, and by the time they shrank it down to the comics, everything looked so clean. Alright, let's get an inker. Too smooth to be forgotten. I've been using ballpoint pen before, but it's a little... It doesn't have much opacity. So I want a really smooth inker. Let's look at Brush Beauty. No. This is also very, very boring, and I apologize. Clean as a whistle. Clean Comics? Okay, you sold me on Clean Comics. I'm going to turn off shape dynamics. So I'm working with a consistent line weight here. Let's figure out what line weight that I want. I'm going kind of thin. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's good. I'll turn on shape dynamics whenever I need to taper. That's so strange. If I turn off shape dynamics, it becomes very, very clean. Oh, what the heck, I'll just keep it on. I want this to have a little bit of personality. But I think I'm gonna lower the, yeah. Lower the size of it. And start cleaning up. Because the only way I can ink is if I can draw through and then erase the overlaps. How's that looking? Kind of comic booky. Appropriate. Sometimes with this method I get caught up where things don't erase all the way, but it looks like it's erasing quite nicely. Now the worst is if you have some ghost line that you don't intend. So, inking is another opportunity to make sure you get those interesting shapes. Because it's amazing how much difference there is in just a few microns. Let's see, that's not working. See. Yeah, I don't think I like that rib indication there. Just keep that smooth. Have that flare out there, so... Oh my god, inking. Bane of my existence. Why do I even draw? Remember, sound effects always help. Wrong. 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 Okay, maybe I got it. I think I'll forego that stripe. Well, maybe not. Just have to make sure that everything's making sense. Okay, how has the chat been going? Finish her. Okay. Okay, Piscando said, oh, okay. There we go. Why don't I try merging the group and making a 3D model of the text? Interesting. I've never done that before. I will have to look that up. And then possibly warping the thickness into the vanishing point. I've never tried that before, but if it's a capability of Photoshop, I will try that. Let me get to the bottom of the chat and then I will try that. Oh, Anonymous, you're very sweet. Just let me talk. I just say things. And Piscando says, quick question before I start the evening routine with the fam. Have I ever met Gendy Tartakovsky? If so, what was that like? I never have. But I've always imagined, like, if I ever get to meet him, I better brush up on my Russian. Because that would be a fun way. And I was like, "Hey, Gendy, здравствуйте, как дела?" I don't know why I lowered my voice to speak Russian. It's like every Russian that I know is like, except for my parents, oddly enough. They have accents, indeterminate accents. It's just whenever you hear them speak, you'd be like, "You're not from around here." I don't think I've ever been at a con where Tartakovsky was visiting. I don't know if I've heard of him being at a con. I don't know if he's a big convention guy. That's the only place I go to meet big people in the industry. But I did briefly meet Craig McCracken, and I struck up an acquaintance with Lauren Faust. And delightful, charming, supportive, wonderful. Those are words I have to describe Lauren. And Craig McCracken seemed very, very nice too. Very nice. I'm trying to think. Does Wonder Woman's stripe go all the way down to her toe? I don't think it does. I think it stops at the ankle. Oh, it does go all the way down to the toe. Well, I'm so sorry. Redo. Well. Redo. Shift, Control Z. Come on. Shift, Control Z. Z. There we go. I so rarely use the redo tool. I have to reschool myself on how that goes. And let's see. And somebody talking about finish her, doing my best. And Onajiri says ink over the sketched font. I might just end up doing that. So 70s stuff has a real hand-drawn quality to it anyway. And doing something that's actually precise somehow makes it look too sterile, too clinical. I think I will just do that thing you said. And D.A. Motoneko says, "Gotta be going now. Have a nice day in case I don't return." Oh, okay. I know, that just sounded very dramatic. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, keep waiting. And Cruz, I love the liner. Thank you. But thank you for joining. And I can't believe how late it is already. I'm starting to feel like I need to get some dinner going. Okay. But I really want to finish inking her and have some sort of sense of achievement for this afternoon. Let's have this go into the curve like it does on the other side. Actually, why do I need that? Do I need that? Yeah, I need that W. That eagle W. Such a cool logo design. Oops. Forgot her gauntlet there. I don't know, should I have the gauntlets have a little bit of... Yeah. Just a little bit of a lip on them. Give them some dimension. I think that's better. You know, I'm very inclined to do like her tricep, but I think I should let it be smooth. I don't know. Which arm do you guys like better? You know, I think I want to give her... I think I like that. Just a subtle, not much anatomy. Still mostly smooth. But give her just a little bulge so it looks like she's like... giving her famous Wonder Woman catchphrase. There. Just a little bit. Just a smooch. Just a skosh. I also don't like noses. If I could ban things, I would ban guns, cars, feet, and noses. Because that's the hot to draw. Man, so what a miserable world it would be in if I could ban everything that I couldn't draw. It would just, the world would just be like a blank piece of paper. of magical fairy noise. Ah, Tira Mocha just subscribed. That sounds like a delicious drink from Starbucks. But I appreciate your subscription. And let's see, catch up on the chat. Oh, Piscondo says, oh, had to take off, I guess. And, oh, Spotted Sweater, welcome. And Anonymous says, reminder, don't feel bad if people didn't get to see you reply to them, Joe, related to the comment I made earlier. I am sorry, just trying to draw and talk. Again, not good at it. Onajira says, 3D model is possible in Photoshop CC, just gotta raster the font. Okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. Yeah. And Madison says, if I'm taking requests, not at the moment, but my next stream will be a total request live. And indeed, welcome to the chat. Nate is arriving soon. Okay. I will probably have to do help with the girls. It's dinner time. So, Ice Cream Hero done and back. Wow, you mowed the lawn real fast. And Mr. Skittle says, hi, Mr. Skittles, love your monkey rag video. Well, I am so glad you enjoy it. Let's see if I can quickly finish up inking 1D here, and then I will feel good about myself for having finished something. Oh my gosh, I talked until the music was done. Okay, so this is a line I will draw through. And do my little eraser trick. Alright, nearly done. Let's just fix this little place where it doesn't join up properly. Oh, and the last pièce de résistance, the star on her tiara. Okay, look at this. I finished something. Oh, now I don't like her hair anymore. I think it's just this thing. Let me see if this will do the trick. Okay, I think 2 swirly cues are about as much as that needs. So I will finish this up as soon as I can and have that t-shirt design in my TeePublic store, which you can find right here. I'm sending you the thing. And Liston knows some doom monkeys. I'm sure that has a context, but without context, it is a very delightful thing to say. I wish I knew some doom monkeys. And Apop says, my friend Sev says hi. So hi, Sev. So this was a great stream. Thanks for keeping me company and giving me some feedback real time. And the next stream that I do will be a Total Request Live, and I don't know when that'll be. I'm still trying to, just get normal work done. But I needed a doodle day, and I gotta go do dinner for the family now. But thank you all again. You're all super awesome, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful, wonderful, just wonderful day. And yeah, let me think of anything else to say. I don't know. Thanks again. I really can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you guys joining me. You really are. You're all just beautiful. See you next time.